I want to start off this week with like saying a huge shout out to like all the love, all the hate, everything that's been going on TikTok with all the people commenting, all the people showing love and having great conversations, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I love it. Love it. Thank you guys.
It's been nice. It's been fun. It's been refreshing. I like reading our comments and seeing what's going on and seeing how people feel. And we got a big show ahead of us. Episode 12. We're going to be breaking down the AFC West because David just wanted to be mean and talk about the hardest divisions in the NFL.
I honestly, I feel like it was one of those things that I just kind of, I had to, you asked me what you wanted to do. That was first division that came to mind. So
I
can't deny myself. I go off instinct.
I just want you to know I'm going to be completely wrong with all of my picks when it comes to the AFC West, and I am completely comfortable with that too.
Honestly, I'm comfortable with it too because I know I'm going to be absolutely wrong as well.
We got the NFC North reactions on TikTok as well, so we'll go over that. We're going to do some Marvel Villains draft too, and ending the show off with some Weddle to have some little bit of fun, see if we can guess the player. You might not be able to see it, but we'll do the best I can with that information.
We'll figure it out.
Other than that, we do have other news we want to focus on, and we really want to reach out to people because we have the What's the Check Down. We want to do a fantasy draft, and we want as many people as possible. And I know it's something that like you really care about, so I want you to take away from it and talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, so we were talking and thinking about stuff that we could do just to get some more people involved and like kind of just have some fun this season. And we came up with fantasy, obviously, like kind of the natural progression. We're thinking, depending on how many people want to join the league, we're thinking of doing a paid league and a non-paid league, and then maybe something else on top of that. It's still being worked out currently, but if you are interested, DM us your email or just comment and we'll DM you if you follow us, and we'll figure it out from there. The draft will be sometime in August. We haven't pinned down a time yet, but it'll be in August, and we're still figuring out how much we want to do for the paid league. I'm thinking around $10 to $20, maybe less, maybe more. But yeah, we'll just have to see how how you guys react and how many people are interested, and we'll go from there.
And that sounds really good. I think that for a cutoff date, I was thinking like July 15th as the last day to kind of sign up. That gives us like a good amount of time to like get all the leagues created, because I know for a fact we'll be able to get 10. So we'll have one league for sure. It's just how many leagues are we going to be able to have past that, which I would hope, hey, if we get 50 leagues going on, let's go for it. That'd be amazing.
As many leagues as possible. We just want to, interact with you guys and play some fantasy football, see how well we rank against all the people who think we have shitty takes, shitty team preferences,
the shitty take league.
Yeah,
the shitty take championship. Whoever has the worst takes gets to be in the championship.
Yeah, and we're coming up with some fun prizes as well, so I'm really into that. We'll see what we can do. Maybe last place we'll have to get a really shitty prize,
Yeah,
a toilet trophy, something like that. We'll try to figure it out.
The shit talker award.
Yeah, I like it.
So yeah, that's something I'm excited for. It's something I'm on the lookout for too, because it's something we have worked on, and it's something I'm very excited for. But now to talk about shitty takes, let's hear these NFC North reactions on TikTok. Yeah. So I have some here. First one I'll go for is defiantly not Bane, but not spelled that way correctly at all. This is about talking about the NFC North. Lions taking the division.
Pass hard.
I am a huge advocate for the Lions this year. Pass.
The Lions would have to beat the Packers twice to do that, and I don't see them beating the Packers or the Bears or the Vikings. So we'll see.
Pass. This is so mean. Aiko Shiriro. Number 1 Packers, Number 2, Vikings. I'm saying this as a Vikings fan. Number 3, Lions, and number 4, Bears.
Yeah, it's kind of. I'm gonna say. We're good on this.
Smash.
This one.
We smashing this. Damn it! I wanted you to say pass. I
Here's
really wanted you to say pass.
After I made my little Bears prediction, I've been looking at it. I might have to,
Nope.
retract a little bit. We'll see. They could surprise us, but I'm not too sure I'm super on board with my own take on that one. Shitty take of the.
Have we learned our mistakes for having trust in the Bears already before the season's even started?
Well, we'll see. I thought about it, and the more I think about it, the more I don't feel as comfortable with it. But hey, I made the take. I made my bet, and I'm a lie in it.
So lion in it, like the Lions.
The Lions will still be lost.
Okay, so if you had to redraft, just so we can repick right now the AFC North or NFC North. So you learn from mistakes. NFC North. What is your division ranking now?
Vikings first, Packers second, Lions last, and Bears third.
I don't like that one anymore at all. You think the Vikings are winning?
I know. Yeah.
All right.
I know.
You really have no faith in the Packers, and
I hate the Packers, and I'm not gonna change my mind. Go Vikes.
This is funny because you talk about Bears takes, and this is from one of the people. This is from my man, hey Chandler, our RJ W Bears take. Pass.
Okay.
Because you realize now you made a mistake.
Hard pass.
That's hilarious. This is from Preston Magic 17. Packers, Vikings, Lions, Bears.
Smash.
You smash, but you say the Lions are going to be above the Bears?
Well, I mean, what I'm saying is that it can go either way.
Yeah.
If as long as the Lions are in bottom 2, I'll smash that take.
But what about the Packers being in first when you said they could not be in first?
It's fine. Sometimes you gotta, it's not a bad take. That's the thing. What I said was, I don't think they will be. Doesn't mean I'm right. I don't think it's a bad take. If I was a betting man, which I am, I would still bet on the Packers.
Oh my god!
But that's just because the rest of the league or the rest of that division isn't too strong as of what we've seen. We have yet to see anyone else be as strong as the Packers. And until that happens, you have to bet with Packers. But I'm predicting that they won't be as good. And I'm predicting that there will be a team in that division that surprises us.
All right. I will allow it.
Chandler allows it.
I allow it. Vibe and Shih, this is about your hot take about the Packers. This guy is delusional.
Pass. I'm not delusional. I'm very illusional. Okay?
Delusional. I am illusion.
Yeah. Okay. Don't talk to me about delusional.
I mean,
I'm very in my right state of mind. Okay?
You said the Packers will not second place is a ceiling.
I said what I said. It's a prediction.
All right. I allow it. Wait, what's my username? I personally feel like Green Bay is trying to make Rodgers request a trade or retire, but he knows he has them hostage.
That's a smash take. I could see it, but I also don't see what they gain in that.
No, I don't see. This is where I think when it comes to Aaron Rodgers is that they don't really the Packers are kind of done with the drama. They were ready for him to leave this offseason. Don't really.
Well, yeah, that's a tough one. I feel like the Packers are such a hard organization to read because they don't have an owner, and it's so hard to predict what they're gonna do because also they just always throw curveballs, and they traded away Devontae this year, and to me it makes no sense to have signed Rodgers back just to trade away Devontae and pay Rodgers all that money. So what's the point? But the other thing I could see is that they could trade him and they could get rid of his whole contract. Someone will take that contract and they could get way more back for him than rather than what they would have gotten this year. So we'll see. But for now, I don't know. I feel like this might have been the year to trade him if we were going to trade him, but that's just me.
Yeah, I see that too. I have a question for you because you brought up a good point of not having an owner. For you, would you rather not have an owner like the Green Bay Packers or have an owner so involved like Jerry Jones?
Oh, I would rather not have an owner. Jerry Jones makes the Cowboys worse. Jerry Jones is the detriment of the Cowboys. And I say that as someone who hates the Cowboys with a passion. I don't want them to I don't want Jerry Jones to go anywhere. I want him to be there forever because he just makes sure that the Cowboys will never win another Super Bowl.
That's true. And the only reason why he is so involved is he's still waiting for them to win another Super Bowl. So the irony is just incredible to me.
Yeah. It's just yeah, I don't know if I was a Cowboys fan, I would be depressed every day. I'm not gonna lie to you. Just knowing that we're never gonna get to the Super Bowl, I would not love my life. But hey, that's just me.
Do the Cowboys have a Jerry Jones curse?
The Cowboys have a Cowboys curse.
Ooh, the America's team's curse.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Moving on.
Yeah, we'll get to the NFC East. We may have a guest for the NFC East, so we'll get to that.
Yeah, we'll talk about them later.
Let's start talking about the AFC West though, because for some reason you decided to pick the hardest dang divisions to talk about to start off this entire series.
The more I think about it, I don't think it's that hard. I think it's all about the top two teams, and I don't think it's going to be that hard for us to predict that. But we'll see.
Yes, but okay, yeah. Who do you want to start with? Which team?
Okay, so I'm going to start with the Broncos because they had a big switch over this year, and I think that is not going to bode well for them. I have them as last. I have them last in my rankings. I think they will be. I don't think they'll be as good as they anticipated. I think because this division is so tight, someone has to come last. And I don't see any of the other teams coming last. Maybe the Raiders, but it'll be a close one between the bottom two and the top two teams.
So I agree with you. And when I looked at this division, I want to say it again later, is that I do the first to 10, right? That's what I look for is the first to 10, the ones that make the playoffs. And when it came to this division, the way the playoffs are set up now, I could see all four of these teams actually making the playoffs. Like I really could. Like in all theory, like truly, the AFC is stacked. But like if these teams all split 3-3, all they have to do is all win 7 games, and all of them are good enough to beat other weaker teams in other divisions. They might not be able to be like top tier. They might not be able to beat the San Frans or the Rams or anything like that. But they'll be able to beat the Jets and the Jaguars teams. I haven't looked at the schedules and everything, and I know they probably all have difficult schedules, but I could see all these teams actually winning 10 games this season. That being said, with the Broncos, I 100% agree with you. I have them last. And it's because this division is so tough, and I don't think that bringing Russell Wilson is enough to put them over being last. It's not like their roster really improved. It's not like they became incredible. Jerry Jeudy's going to be suspended for, 6 games or something like that now, too? Yeah, so, I mean, you don't have your number one receiver. Yeah, you have a decent receiving core around that, but it's not the Broncos, especially the defense, of 5 or 6 years ago. They're on the downswing still, and with the new coach. Now, this being said, I will say that I do have faith in their head coach. And Nathaniel Hackett. If you can get Blake Bortles to an AFC championship,
you're spitting facts. You're
a great coach. And when I found out he was fired from that team over the other people there, I was like, you guys fired the wrong person. And it was shown very quickly because the Jaguars collapsed immediately.
mean, here's the thing, though. He was the quarterback coach at that time,
He was
right?
he was the offensive coordinator with the
Okay,
Jaguars.
offensive
And then
offensive coordinator.
he got fired, and then he became the offensive coordinator of the Green Bay Packers.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, honestly, yeah, that's fair enough. I think they'll have a good offense. I don't think I'm all that worried about their offense regardless. I think they have a defensive issue. I think they do have good defensive players, but I don't know how well they match up with the other teams in their division.
That is a hard division.
And so that's why I see them being last. And my third team is going to surprise you, I think.
Okay, but I will go back to the Broncos before we get there. Is that I agree with you, and I gotta say one last thing about Nathaniel Hackett. Could you imagine knowing that your head coach Nathaniel Hackett's gonna be in the Hall of Fame? He got to coach Aaron Rodgers, Russell Wilson, and the GOAT, Blake Bortles.
The GOAT.
The GOAT. The boat.
Yes.
They called him the boat in Jacksonville.
The boat. Yeah. The Blakest of all time.
I thought it was more the Bortles, but sure, let's go with that.
Yes.
All right. So what team do you want to go to next? So just to make this clear, in fourth place, we both have the Broncos.
Yes.
All right.
I'm going to go with the team. I'm going to go with the team that I have third, I guess. Okay. Yeah. And it's going to be the Chargers.
Really?
Yeah, I believe the Chargers will be third in that division. Like you said, every team in that division could make it to the playoffs, but I think the Chargers will be third because I think what's the name of their coach?
Anthony Lynn.
No, not Anthony.
Sorry. Give me a second. I don't know why. Of course, Anthony Lynn. Yeah, Brandon Staley.
Yeah, I think Brandon Staley will find a way to lose at least 5 games, and that's just 5 games generous. I think the over/under of their losing is 5 games, and so losing 5 games in that division could prove very detrimental. And I think that because he finds a way to use analytics to mess everything up for that team, and I'm just gonna leave it at that. And I think he will find a way to lose that division. And I think they will start off very hot like they always do, and then it'll start to drop off. They'll be in tighter games, and they will start to, you rely a little too much on the analytics and not just go with the flow of the game. He seems to make decisions that wreck the flow of the game. And for someone who's played football before, who's been in tight games, if you're in a tight game and your coach makes a terrible decision, you start to question your coach, one, and then you start to also just wonder, or you start to get distracted, and you don't want that as a football player. You don't want that. And I know they have Justin Herbert, but I don't think Justin Herbert will be great enough to overcome Brandon Staley's addiction to analytics.
So you think the analytics is what ruins the Chargers season?
Yes. Yeah. I wholeheartedly believe that.
Damn, I thought this was gonna be the division.
I'm not backing off that take. That take is very hot, I believe, but I promise you it's gonna happen.
One more time, what's your hot take for the Los Angeles Chargers?
Chargers will be third in that division. It's that simple. Analytics will make them third.
Wow. So I really thought we were going to be on the same page with this one. I thought this was going to be our division. I don't have Chargers in third.
I know you don't.
I don't have Chargers in second.
I know where you have them. I know.
I have Chargers in first. And it goes back to, if I look at this team from top to bottom, it is the most complete roster with a returning head coach. So the second year of everything of having Brandon Staley with Justin Herbert coming off a great season. Justin Herbert, I actually might put money down for MVP this year.
I would too.
Playing in this division, you're going to be going off. He has the confidence. Being third fiddle the last 2 years have just made him ready to go. And this team can be scary. They have a great receiving core. Their defense is solid. They have great defensive players. Bosa's ready to go off even harder. We have Derwin James. This team looks great. I get what you mean about analytics where it can ruin the game, but I think that if it's going to get close this year, Justin Herbert, it's going to get in the mindset of, I'm smart enough now, I can take this over. And from
Okay.
what we saw with Patrick Mahomes, of trusting Patrick Mahomes in 2020 or 2019, they're going to do the same thing with Justin Herbert. So I disagree with you, but I understand what you're saying. I just think that this year the Chargers are going to have a breakout year, and I'm ready for it, and I'm here for it.
Okay.
So my
We'll
hot
see.
take is that Justin Herbert's going to be MVP of the season, which isn't even a hot take, but put your money on Justin
Yeah.
Herbert.
That is not financial advice, by the way.
Yes, it is. Yes, I am a financial advisor, but I'm not a financial. Don't take the financial advice.
Yeah, you put your money wherever you want to put it, but we will be putting our money in Justin Herbert.
All right. So who's gonna go in your second place? I think I can guess this one. I hope I can guess this one.
Yeah, the Raiders are gonna be my second place. I think they will make a big jump this year. I think they are very well. They will be very well coached. I believe that I'm blanking on his name now too, but their head coach
Josh
from the
McDaniels.
Patriots, Josh McDaniels, will have them coached up very well because again, and I know this is kind of the thing with the Patriots where coaches come from the Patriots and they don't do so well. But I believe that Josh McDaniels would have learned from his first stint as a head coach,
Which was
and
unfair.
will come back. Which again, yeah, very unfair. But I think he'll come back, and let's put this into perspective a little bit here. Josh McDaniels took a team with Tim Tebow to the playoffs when he was a head coach. So I don't think he is that bad of a head coach because, again, Tim Tebow, sorry to say it to all the Florida people, Chandler, yourself included, Tim Tebow, not that good of a quarterback. I'm sorry to say. As a college quarterback, amazing. NFL quarterback, not good. And he took them to the playoffs. So I could see it. I could see Josh McDaniels being a very successful head coach with blanking on his quarterback's name.
Derek Carr.
Derek Carr, yes. And then adding all these weapons at receiver. They were already stout in the run game. They're very good on defense. The only thing that I could see being a problem for them is their DBs, and even then they're not. They still have a pretty good DB core, and I just feel like they're poised to at least be number two, maybe even push for number one. But my number one is obviously the Chiefs, and we'll get to them in a second. But I'll let you go for your number two.
So, Las Vegas Raiders are going to be the third team, and I agree with you though. Huge leap. And I take back what I say about Justin Herbert going for MVP. Derek Carr is who I would put the money on for MVP.
Really?
Derek Carr had an MVP season. He got hurt.
Had an MVP season. Yeah.
Derek Carr is a great quarterback. I don't know why people crap on Derek Carr so much. I don't know
Derek
why.
Carr slander is unwarranted, in my opinion.
Like, it just does not make sense to me because
sense.
Like he puts up numbers. And really, like, it's not like he's had a steady coach while he had Jack Del Rio. I am a Jaguars fan. I know what it's like to have Jack Del Rio, a defensive coach, as a coach. You don't do anything good. Like, it's not a thing. Yep. And obviously last year with the whole dysfunction with John Gruden and all that happened there, he gets too much slander. He is a great quarterback. And now you add Devontae Adams there, that does improve the offense because now you're not just focused on you have to now worry about another great wide receiver and Darren Waller.
The field opens up so much for Darren Waller and all the other interior receivers. The field opens up way more for them. And I honestly, if I'm putting money down, I'm putting money down on one of the quarterbacks in the AFC West to be MVP this year.
Yeah, because it's just a passing league. They have to.
Maybe not Russell Wilson, but
no, though. I could, though. He's going to have to carry the team for a little bit, and he has an offensive coach. That's why this division has changed so much, because all the coach are so greatly offensive-minded, other than Brandon Staley as
Yeah.
the lowest of the four, but still, like when you look at it, and I'm looking at this wide receiver core, and this is just some of the notable names. You have Jacob Hollister, who is a solid tight end. You have Darren
Mhm.
Waller, Devontae Adams, Keelan Cole, who had some great games with Jaguars back in the day. You have Tyron Johnson. You have Hunter Renfrow, Demarcus Robinson. Yeah, that's a solid crew. That is a team
Yeah.
that will kill you down the field. I can.
Again, another very well built team that are pretty much all around a great team. Like not just individuals and not just like an offensive team, but a great team. And that's why I'm saying that this could be their year to take first or second.
And then when you match that great receiving core and passing game, oh yeah, by the way, Kenyon Drake is their backup running back, and so is
Yeah.
Amir Abdullah. Oh yeah, their starting running back is that guy named Josh Jacobs. So
Yeah.
like you
Yeah.
have this team. Las Vegas did a great job of moving to a new city and instantly making their team a deep AFC championship run team.
Yeah.
I just think they're a year too soon.
Okay, well, we'll see about that. But
And
I
that
think,
being said, this team's making the playoffs. I want that to
yeah,
be said.
exactly. That's what I'm saying is that, and that's why I don't feel disrespectful saying that the Chargers will be third in this division because I think, again, like you said, every single team in this division can make the playoffs all at the same time.
Yep.
And I wouldn't be shocked. There no shock in my stone faced.
Yep.
Makes sense.
Hey,
Nothing wrong with
AFC West, every single team made the playoffs. All right.
that. Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Can't wait to see those games. Sounds incredible.
Yeah. Honestly, that's the thing. That's another thing is that wouldn't you love to see those games?
You know what I
Those
was
would be
about to say?
some
You want to
great
invest.
games.
Hey, just anybody want to donate any money, we will be investing to any of these teams' home
Yeah.
season tickets.
Yes, exactly. That's what I'm
Because
saying.
like to have 8 home games or 9 home games each year and these be some of the games, yeah, that
Yeah, I'm there. I'm there.
yeah.
Some primetime games that I will definitely be watching.
That's I 100%
1000%.
agree. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
So last but not least, definitely not least for either of us,
Yeah.
we're gonna go with the Kansas City Chiefs. How do you feel
Yeah,
about Kansas
and
City Chiefs?
number one, they drafted so well, and I honestly think that their defense will be better this year. I know we say this every year. They have to be better because that's the only thing holding Patrick Mahomes back at this point. I think if they can even be like slightly above average defense, the Kansas City Chiefs win the Super Bowl. They win the whole thing. There, no Joe Burrow, no nothing. They win the whole thing. And honestly, I don't know if they've gotten rid of Sorensen yet, but they need to get rid of that
Yeah,
man.
they did. Didn't Sorensen go to the
Okay,
Saints?
good, because that man is booty cakes at safety. And
I
like
think
I'm
my
like
favorite highlights of all time will definitely be Tyrann Mathieu like this, like
yeah, like
8
what? Like
times.
I don't know if it was it was a mental thing or he was injured or whatever, but he was a highlight reel for the other team, and it's just so bad. And I honestly don't see that getting any better. And so if they moved on from him, that's already an improvement in my eyes.
Yeah. They need to keep Chris Jones and Frank Clark outside.
Inside, no?
No, Frank Clark, regardless, is a D
Frank
end.
Clark outside, Chris Jones inside, no?
Yeah, but I think that Chris Jones, he comes better off the edge.
You think?
Didn't they change him to defensive tackle for this past year? He struggled, and then they moved him back to D end for the remainder of the season. I could be wrong.
I think it might have been flipped, but I'm not on. I honestly don't. I can't remember.
Oh no,
you're
right. You're right. Yeah,
I
when
think
he
it
was
flipped.
DT,
They had a problem with it. Yeah.
Yeah, when he was defensive tackle, he was just in the play more. So scratch what I just said. They need to keep him inside because he's got to mess up.
As an interior guy, yeah, he messes up the run game, which you're gonna need in this division. And as an interior guy, I feel like he is probably top 5, top 10. And so I completely agree with that.
Now, what is weird, they did draft very well. I agree there. I look at their wide receiver core, and I guess Mecole Hardman is their number one guy now. I know they got Sky Moore and Justin
Travis
Ross,
Kelce.
which is number one receiver though. Travis Kelce's the number one
Travis Kelce's a
target.
receiver.
He's the number one target. Like yes, but I see them coming in second because it's not because they're going to do bad. I'm telling you right now, this team is not going to do bad. I'm not
He's a
worried about the
12-win
Chiefs.
team.
Yeah, easy.
He's a
17
12-win
games.
team. Like,
17 games, easy. Absolutely.
yeah.
It's going to be them in
I think
Chargers.
12 is their 12 might be their floor.
Really? I want you to say
Yeah.
that with your chest real fast.
Kansas City Chiefs, 12 games, 12 wins is their floor.
I want to see what their last game of the season is. Vegas Raiders. Yeah, I assumed. They play their last game against the Chargers is week 11, which is kind of crappy. I wish we could see them later in the year in prime time because that's going to be 1 and 2. I think that but the Vegas Raiders, hey, if it goes your way,
yeah, it could be.
It could come down to this game.
Yeah. The crazy thing is, some of these teams are gonna be good, and we could see it kind of like the NFC. Whatever, where are the Rams? Where do the
West?
Rams play? NFC West. We could see it.
Los
NFC
Angeles.
West. So we could see something like in the same ballpark as the NFC West because those guys, I think it was the lowest was 10 wins in
Last
that division too. Yeah.
No, you're thinking of. Don't forget Seahawks. Seahawks.
Seahawks. Yeah, Seahawks kind of crap the bed, but
yeah.
Okay, so then 3 teams had 10.
The 3-team race, just like similar to this year that it may be.
So that's what I'm saying is I think that the Broncos will be again. And Russ, sorry to say, you made a very lateral move in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
You're just going to end up with another 8-win team, and you're going to be lost in your division again. It is what it is.
It's funny that you look at if I'm buying tickets again, I'm going to Los Angeles to have the Chargers and the Rams both in SoFi Stadium.
Yeah.
Buying season tickets to both because I get to see a game every single week at home at that point. There's not going to be a week where both of them are away, and I'm seeing the best game of the week every single week. And if I don't want to, I'm making bank and making my money back on those tickets.
Exactly. Yeah, you got to invest. If you're in LA, invest in watching some football this year.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be great.
So for me, Kansas City is second, just because I think that the Chargers have a breakout year. Like I said, I don't worry about the Chiefs. Chiefs are making playoffs. The Raiders are making playoffs, and Chargers are making playoffs. Broncos are going to be a bubble team.
Yeah.
I don't see them not being a bubble team, so that's gonna be my thing with them.
I agree. Honestly, I do like your list because you're taking. I think you might not think this, but I think you're taking a pretty big risk with choosing the Chargers to have that big. But I wouldn't be shocked if that's how it turns out.
Yeah, I
great
agree.
List. Hey, you make good lists, buddy. Keep it up.
I don't at all.
Cameron makes horrible lists.
TikTok
this
agrees.
was a good list. This was a good list.
I'm gonna check something really quick because I put out my NFC North and I want to see I don't have any hate yet. I have no hate on my NFC North, which is very surprising to me. I expected for everyone to shit on my parade, but you know what?
I took some hate on mine, but that's okay. I'm all right with it.
Hey, we got to, but that's what we're here for.
Sometimes you're gonna miss.
We will take a quick break. When we come back, we're gonna finish up with the AFC West and what our true 4 teams are for the race. So give us a minute, guys, and we will be right back. We're back finishing up the AFC West conversation. So with that being said, how does your AFC division look?
So for my AFC division, I'm going to go with...
Hold on. Your AFC West division now. Come on now. We can't just say AFC division. We are a conference.
For my AFC West division picks, I'm going to go with the Chiefs number 1, the Raiders number 2, the Chargers number 3, and the Broncos dead last, but still maybe making the playoffs.
I dig it because I agree with you. I truly do. So for my AFC West, a little different. Okay. For my AFC West, that being said, all 4 of these teams can make the playoffs. All of them can. We will see all 4 teams in the playoffs this year, possibly. In first place, I have the Chargers. I'm calling my shot. In second place, I have the Chiefs. In third place, I have the Raiders. And in fourth place, I have the Broncos. No matter what, 3 of these teams are making the playoffs this year. That's my shot.
Yeah, love it.
Yeah, truly. It's a crazy division. It is a crazy, absolutely crazy conference with the AFC. And that's probably the biggest thing. Yeah. But with that being said, let's get to more fun stuff. You want to do some Marvel Villains draft?
Hell yeah, let's go.
So we did the offense last week, defense this week, and then next week we're going to do special teams, and we'll do a full recap of our teams when that is done. Now, this is a little bit different. It's going to be 2 defensive linemen, 2 linebackers, 2... Actually, when I looked at this, I kind of went through it. There wasn't really enough good defensive linemen, in my opinion. Yeah, right?
I agree.
Yeah. Would you want to go 1 defensive lineman, 2 linebackers, 2 cornerbacks, and 2 safeties?
2 safeties.
2 safeties. Okay. We're playing cover 2.
I agree with that. Yeah, okay, I like that.
Yeah.
Sorry, D-line.
Yeah, there's a lot of when you get into a team and they have a lot of fast, skinny guys. It's like college football. This is like a college football draft.
Yeah, I like this. I like this.
With that being said, oh no, I had my trivia question. I got to find my trivia question.
Yeah.
But and before we get there, because I didn't do this either, I'm slacking today. Episode 12. Notable number 12s that come to your mind.
Tom Brady. Okay. 1.
All right.
It's a lot of quarterbacks, I think.
Yeah.
Man, I am blanking. Who else? I
mean, A-Rod.
Oh, yeah. Okay, sure. Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers. Andrew Luck is another one.
Yeah.
Terry Bradshaw. Terry Bradshaw was number 12.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Was Johnny Unitas number 12?
I thought he was 19.
I thought he was some weird number. He might have been.
He's number 19, I believe.
Let's see. Notable NFL 12s. Let's see who comes
up. Oh, Randall Cunningham.
Randall Cunningham is on there too. Joe Namath, Doug Williams, Bob Greasy, Jim Kelly, Roger Staubach.
Like
Roger Staubach was thinking of, not Johnny Unitas. Yeah. Let's see who else. Jim Kelly, like I said. This ad will close in 2 seconds. Joe Namath, Doug Williams, Bob Greasy, John Brodel, Ken Stabler. For some reason, Tom Brady is not on this. Okay, Tom Brady was 11th on the list for some reason, and Seahawks 12th man. Okay,
where did you get this list?
This is on NFL. I want you to know that this is on the NFL's website.
NFL do better.
Yeah. Okay. My question for you is that Tom Brady has the most Super Bowls of all time. Who has the second most of all time?
Joe Montana?
Nope. He has 4.
Are we talking coach?
No, we're talking player. Player. It is a player. He is not an offensive backup player. Nope. He is a defensive player.
Ooh. Must have been on a couple of teams then.
No.
So it was a Patriots guy.
Actually, yeah, he was on 2 teams. He had to be on 2 teams.
Okay, so he would have been on the Patriots and another team. Not on the Patriots. Okay, then he was on the Steelers and another team.
I'll give you a hint.
Okay, give me a hint.
He's on your least favorite team in your division.
Oh, he was on the Cowboys.
Early 90s. Linebacker.
Oh, Deion Sanders? No.
No.
No, not even close then. Rod Woodson?
No, that was, again, that Rod Woodson was a Steelers.
So Cowboys and another team.
I don't know if he played for another team. I just know that he did play, in fact, for the Cowboys. I'm looking here. He did play for the 49ers. He played for the Cowboys, and he went back to the Niners. So he started his run with the 49ers.
Ronnie Lott.
No, but I like the mind. Do you give up? I don't know.
Yeah, I've given up. I gave up a while ago. I'm just
Charles Haley.
How I would have never guessed that.
Okay, really? You've never heard of Charles Haley?
I know who he is. I've heard of him, but I would have never guessed Charles Haley.
It was actually a big deal when he actually got passed by the Timothy Brady.
That's crazy.
Yeah, actually, I'm gonna do a shout out to one of our guys that's watching right now. His name's Sturka, and he kind of went off. He went with Namath, he went with Staubach, went with Aikman for the numbers. He went with Brian Dawkins as someone who won 5 Super Bowls. Brian Dawkins, I assume.
I don't think Brian Dawkins
he didn't win a Super Bowl. But
hey, good try though. Good try. You're better than me. I'll tell you that right now. I was just
Ronnie Lott. I think Ronnie Lott probably has 4. If I'm being completely honest. Let's see.
I think he's probably close. I don't know. All I know is man cut off his finger, so that's all I need to know.
Who? Michael Strahan?
Ronnie Lott.
Ronnie Lott cut off his fingers?
Yes. He cut off one of his finger.
Why?
Because he broke it in a game, and then he just had to get it removed.
Amputated? Wow. Okay, yeah. That's dark.
I believe. Let's
get into Marvel stuff. I don't like this.
I don't think I'm. Let's wrap it up. It's getting too dark.
Okay, so we're getting into the Marvel draft. I get to go first because you suck. For my defense, my first overall pick is going to start with linebacker. And I'm going with my man without the Infinity Gauntlet because that would just be unfair because that would just be destruction for every single person. But he is big. He is purple. He is Thanos. Shoring up that defense at the linebacker position.
All right. Okay. That's a good pick. That's not what I was going to go with, but that's a good pick.
All right.
My first pick, and this is the counter because I picked this guy for my own line. I'm going to try and counter that.
You went with the other defensive lineman.
The greatest defensive lineman there will ever be. Abomination.
Yep, I agree with you. That was going to be my second pick. I hope you know.
I've got some picks that I thought about on this one, and I think you're gonna like them. So you're gonna like my thought process.
I was really hoping. So I'm gonna go with my other person that I think would be a great defensive lineman, just because he'd be coming off the edge. I feel like he can kind of beat around people, but he has that strength. He'll put up like a hammer kind of thing. Same thing like Thor might have. My other guy with the hammer, Ronan the Accuser.
Okay, all right.
Ronan the Accuser, I think, can come off the edge, a little bit of speed, and I think he's going to be a good little defensive lineman for me.
All right, okay. So I guess I'll go with my next pick at defensive back, and this person is very good at just mimicking other people's styles, very good at picking up on your style and, countering it. I'm going to go with Taskmaster at defensive back.
I like that. I honestly did not have Taskmaster coming off the board at all. I'm just letting you know you did not have to waste a second round pick on him.
Hey, you know what?
You go for the people that you know, right?
Yeah.
I agree. You go through people you know. So I'm going to go with my other line. Actually, you know what? No. I'm taking this man at... No, because I don't have another linebacker. I'm going to take up both the linebackers and kind of throw you for a loop. He's about world domination, world destruction. He is the other villain from the Avengers. Easy pick, Ultron.
Yep, there it is. So I feel like you're really getting the interior right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just trying to put people in the right spots.
I think
So
Ultron is a great middle linebacker. He
hey,
can get around. He has speed. He has strength. He outsmarts everyone, and you need your linebacker to be able to do that.
here's the thing. I'm not going to disagree with you, but I'm going to go with the Green Goblin as my first linebacker because guess what? He can play both sides of the field. He can go end or side to side. If you're gonna run the ball, he'll get you both sides. And I think that's where my team is a little bit superior to yours. So far, I feel like I'm kind of killing it.
Now, I agree with you. Green Goblin was actually my third linebacker because he fits that position very well. Now, I'm going to go with someone you said about mimicking and matching someone up and making
Okay.
sure you run with their same position, being able to be
I
them
I know where
and be
I know
who
where you're
they
going.
are. And,
I know where you're
sometimes to be the best Tyreek Hill, you got to be Tyreek Hill.
Yeah.
And you know who can be the Tyreek Hill better than everyone? Loki. Loki will be my shutdown, lockdown number one defensive back.
That's not where I thought you were going with that.
But I'm just saying, Loki is going to lock people down because he's just going to become them. And if he doesn't, he can outwit them. He's smart. He's so smart that he will know what that trick play you're going to run is. He's going to know it. That's my guy, Loki.
But you're gonna need someone who's gonna be able to get down and dirty, not only keep up with the receivers, but he's gonna be able to get down and dirty in the run game. And my next defensive back is gonna have to be Killmonger. He gets the work done.
Mm-hmm.
He can cover everyone, and he'll come down in the run and play the run.
Now, I'm surprised you didn't go with him at safety, just because that would have been really good to have Black Panther running back and him at safety.
Oh, I got something
all right.
there.
All right, so now I'm going to keep that defensive back position open for a bit because, you don't have any more to go there, and I got some time. And, nothing worse than the goddess of death. That just sounds scary. The blanket that we need, someone always watching in the back, always focus on those people. Hella gonna go hella crazy on your offense. I'm telling you right now. Hella is gonna be my number one safety. She's going to lock the entire team down.
Okay, all right. I guess we're both kind of on the same page, but I'm telling you right now, my safety is better than your safety, hands down. My safety can change reality. My safety can alter reality. So let me tell you, my safety will get in your quarterback's head. You'll be throwing picks all day. Scarlet Witch.
Yeah. That was another one I had too. It's funny that we do this and we don't say the positions before it all to each other. We kind of give each other freedom of what player is going to go where. And I like that. I had Scarlet, which is like a defensive back and safety. So it was very interesting to me that you kind of had the same idea. Talking about getting to people's minds and changing everything is that I want to do that on a massive scale. I want to do that so much. I want to be godly. I want to be so godly that my son is actually a hero and a demigod. I want to be able to make the world whatever I want to be. And to do that, you got to be able to see everything, know everything, be everywhere. And this guy has been everywhere in the universe. He's been so that everyone knows him. Everyone has him. And you know what? He's just got this cockiness to him. He's got this attitude. You could say he has this ego. And ego is going to be my other safety that's going to lock down the field.
I love it. Okay, so I think where are we at?
You got linebacker and safety remaining.
Okay. So here's where I start to lose myself a little bit because I only thought about most of my team. I didn't think about the full team, So I'm gonna go at I'll go with the safety.
Okay.
At safety, I'm gonna get the yellow jacket because he can fly. He can also get big and get small, just like Ant-Man. So I can get him to cover a lot of the field. So yeah, that's my pick.
I like it. So now going for defensive back, and this is my last one. And there's a lot of ways I can go here. I want to take all these people off the board that I know aren't here because I got some good ones. You got Taskmaster, you got Yellow Jacket. I think I want someone. Do I want to go with someone that can really fly downfield, or do I want to go with someone that's just probably the strongest, best warrior? Now, you haven't. You know what? This one's a hard one for me. Where I want to go here, but I think I know where I want to go here, and that's going to be someone that kind of learned his powers by seeing what other things happened. Understanding the power of other people made him have his own power. And so to the point where he was able to create a mastermind weapon selling company in which he created some of the coolest gadgets that can shut down people and shut down heroes. And he's like, I want to take it further. I want to fly. They call him like Mike. They say he's going to grow and be something tall. And you know what? Vulture on the outside, flying across the field.
You're taking the old man.
Old man don't matter when you got electronic wings. I don't care. Vulture can shut people down. He can fly past people all over the field. So you got your last pick is your linebacker. And stop moving your mic, you crazy man.
Alrighty. Okay, so last pick, my linebacker was forged and created to be a weapon, to be an amazing weapon. Forged by your D lineman who made sure to pick the best of the best and merge together Nebula. And I'm going to go with her because she's also very feisty and can move down the field, and she's bionic. So I mean, like she's got super strength that we're going to need for our linebackers. I just feel like my team is just amazing. I honestly.
So do you remember your team off the top of your head?
My defensive
team lineup.
Okay, so I think
I can if you want to, I can give you a second. You can write it down or type it up, whatever you need to, so you say it proper. So I can tell you off the top of your head who you have.
Yeah, I got Abomination first.
Defensive lineman.
Yes.
Your linebacker is Green Goblin.
Okay.
Your other linebacker is Nebula. So I'll let you write it down. Just use your hand. I don't know. Right on the desk. Whatever you need to do. Other than that, next week we have 14 remaining players. So next week is going to be the hard week, I feel like, because we're going to be talking about the special teams. And this is something that I don't know where we're going to go through, because I don't know if we're just going to have like a kicker or what's going to happen. So
yeah, I have no clue how we're going to do that one, but I'm excited for that one. That's going to be the good one.
Yeah, because it's everyone remaining, and it's going to be a mixture of the villains and the heroes. So it's going to have to be really well thought out, and it's going to be the rejects that aren't the the players picked, that. Yes. Yeah, you ready to write down?
Yeah, let me. Okay, give me my list.
So your defensive lineman is Abomination. Your linebacker is Green Goblin. Your other linebacker is Nebula. Your defensive back is Taskmaster. Your other defensive back is Killmonger. Your safeties is Scarlet Witch and Yellow Jacket.
Okay. Green Goblin safety. Killmonger at my two DBs were Killmonger and Taskmaster.
Yep.
Okay.
And your safeties were Scarlet Witch and Yellow Jacket. This one I think was more fun than the offense.
Scarlet. Yeah, I agree.
Because it was harder. Like I said, there were no defensive linemen. Like Abomination was the only true defensive lineman that I think was in this entire draft, and I don't know who I would have done as anyone else's defensive lineman.
Yeah, I honestly like that was the hard part, was picking out D lineman. I don't know if we could have even gotten to D lineman.
I mean, I was thinking Thanos was my backup defensive lineman if I didn't go with Abomination.
I like it. Taskmaster, and then Killmonger,
Scarlet Witch, and Yellow Jacket.
I'm just trying to find who did I have as my other linebacker besides
Nebula and Green Goblin?
Okay. Oh, then where did I have? Who was my safety?
Yellow Jacket and Scarlet Witch.
Yes. Okay. Yellow Jacket.
You already.
That's where I can't. I think that. Hey, man, that's the ADHD. I'm
No,
all
you're
over the
good.
place.
Don't worry.
Scarlet Witch. Okay. All right. Got it. Abomination, the Green Goblin, and Nebula, and then Killmonger, Taskmaster, and Yellow Jacket and Scarlet Witch. Okay.
Yes, sir. So, David, what is your Marvel villains defense?
Okay, so my Marvel villains defense, I'm gonna go at D lineman. I have the Abomination. At linebacker, I have Nebula and Green Goblin. At DB, I've got Killmonger and Taskmaster. At safety, I've got Scarlet Witch and the Yellow Jacket.
I like it. I respect it. Now, my Marvel's villains defense is at defensive lineman, Ronan the Accuser. At linebacker, I have Thanos and Ultron. At defensive back, I have Loki and Vulture. And at safety, I have Hela and I have Ego. That's our teams. I like it. Marvel one was crazy. I like where we've gone, and like I said, I'm excited for the special teams more than anything. I think that's gonna be super fun because it's gonna be super difficult. You want to finish off with some Weddle?
Hell yeah, let's go.
All right. So I've only played this one time. I was able to get it. Humble brag.
I've played it a couple times now.
Okay.
It's not too hard. I think it's pretty good.
It doesn't have all the players, which makes it unfortunate for me.
Yeah, I think it just has their name spelled weird. But I'll play along with you.
Let's see if I'm going to be able to see if I can put it on screen here. Let's see how I'm going to be able to do this with our. Let's going to put it right here in the middle of us. I'm going to see how that looks on stream. So we're going to go. Let's see if I can get this right in the middle. Oh, cool. Dope. I can. Right between us.
Perfect. I like it.
And so the first guest, where do you want to go here? What's the idea?
Let's stick with the theme of AFC West and let's go with someone in the AFC West. Let's go with a receiver.
That's what I was thinking. A receiver or a defensive back is usually where I think. Mecole Hardman. Do they have Mecole Hardman? You want to do Mecole Hardman?
Yeah.
All right. So Mecole Hardman. So AFC is the right conference, right? That's what the yellow means.
I think AFC. It's in the AFC. Yes, not the AFC West. And over 24 years old.
Yeah. Oh, so you can actually see my screen? Oh, you're okay.
I'm playing as well.
Okay. All right. I see it. You're on the stream and everything. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so okay. So Mecole Hardman, AFC West, wide receiver, taller than 5'10", receiver.
Yeah.
Is Julio Jones still in the AFC?
I don't think it's a receiver though.
Oh no, sorry, my bad. Over 5'10", yeah. It's not even offense.
That'd be a running back.
No, it's defense. It's not even offense.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So maybe a defensive lineman. Oh, number is under 17. So it's got to be a defensive lineman. With
Chubb.
Who?
Chubb.
Bradley Chubb?
Bradley Chubb. Yeah.
No, but that's in the AFC West. It won't be that one.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Oof, this one's weird. What defensive linemen are change their number? So an AFC defensive lineman. Let's see. What you want to go? It's a lot harder than I thought it would be this week.
Yeah, this one's tough.
What's his name? Yannick Ngakoue. Did he? Nope, not Yannick. Dante Fowler. Nope, not on there either.
I think it's just offense.
No, but why isn't wide receiver? Wouldn't that be on defense?
No, I think it's just offense because I'm trying to find Chris Jones and he's not on here either.
Maybe it is.
It might just be offense. Oh. All I've seen is offense.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, then Chandler's an idiot. Forget everything Chandler said. Okay, so quarterback in the AFC, that's over 5'10".
Possibly.
Under
not a lot of running backs over 5'10". So
let's see, quarterback that's over 5'10". Daniel Jones. Let's go with Daniel Jones.
It's Jones? Daniel Jones is not who I went with. I clicked Derek Carr by accident or Derek Watt by accident.
Derek what?
Yeah, so it's in the AFC North.
AFC North. Okay, we're gonna use the cheat.
Yeah, sorry guys, I cheated.
So AFC North. Oh God. Mitchell Trubisky.
Possible. It's not a running back, so it's got to be a quarterback.
All right, so Mitch Trubisky. Okay. AFC North quarterback over 6'2", under 27, under number 10.
Lamar.
Is he over 6'2"?
Yeah, Lamar's 6'3".
Lamar Jackson, it's number 9, and it's over 6'2". He's 6'2". So it's
Tyler Huntley. Wait, is the Ravens? Did the Ravens pop up as green?
No, it's just AFC and quarterback. Remember, Tyler Huntley. Is he? No, he's number 2. Tyler Huntley is number 2. Joe Burrow.
9. Oh fuck!
That's
yeah,
easy.
Joe Burrow.
Yeah. Okay, we got it. All right.
Joey B.
All right. I guess. Okay. Let's do the next one to the hard solution. All right. Well, we got it. First try, Joe Burrow, because we're idiots and don't know how to play this game.
Hey, that was still fun. I liked it.
All right. We're gonna go hard mode. Is this offense and defense on this one then? Yeah, it is offense and defense. So. Let's go with Dory Jackson. I saw him. He'll be a good one.
Dory Jackson. Hey, that's a throwback.
Okay, he's over 5'11". He is not in the NFC. He is not on defense. It's a wide receiver in the AFC.
Okay.
And he's over 5'11". Juju Smith-Schuster.
Wide receiver in the AFC?
Yeah, Juju Smith-Schuster. He's under number 22 though.
Okay, so that does not narrow it down at all. There's a lot of those guys.
And he's over 5'11". Under 26. Jamar Chase.
Jamar Chase, yeah.
He's not on here. Unless I'm spelling his name wrong.
Yeah, you got to put a little asterisk.
Okay. Jamar Chase, wide receiver. He's 22 years old. He's over 6 foot. He is in the AFC. He's above number 1. Okay.
Oh, shoot, yeah.
So, AFC wide receiver. He's 22 years old.
22 years old.
He's over 6 foot. Laviska Shenault. Should I go with my Jaguars guy? It's in the AFC South, so it might be not the AFC South. He is 6'1". He's under 23, and he's under number 10. So he's a single-digit number. And he's not in the AFC North or the AFC South. So it's AFC East, West, and
he's above 1.
But below 10.
But below 10. And
he's 22.
Okay.
AFC East.
And he's 22. Ooh.
Who's an AFC East wide receiver?
Maybe Jalen Waddle. What number is Jalen Waddle?
It could be Waddle. Because I don't know what Waddle is. All right, I'm going to go with Waddle. He's not in the AFC East. Waddle was number 17. So we got rid of that. So he's in the AFC West. He's a wide receiver. He's 20. Jerry Jeudy?
Maybe.
Jerry Jeudy. Let's see. He's in the AFC West. He's a wide receiver. He's 6'1". Jerry Jeudy is 23, and he's number 10. So AFC West receiver. We got 5 more guesses. AFC West receiver that's 6'1" and 22 years old. No, I don't know if I can get this one. This would finish off in the AFC West.
Oh, yeah, right? Like, what are the odds? Wait. How old is Juju? Did we try Juju?
Is Juju that young, though? He's got to be older than that. He's been in the NFL.
I think he's 26.
Yeah, he's got to be older than that.
AFC West wide receiver 6'1". I tried Juju, so.
You did try?
Yeah.
Juju Smith-Schuster.
Under number 9.
He's under number 9.
Yeah.
God, so number 8.
Maybe number 5. Any receivers number 5?
Broncos, Chargers, Raiders. Are we missing?
Oh, Chargers. It's someone on the Chargers. Samuels on the Chargers.
Jalen Samuels.
Samuel. I think. Yeah. Yes.
No, he's the running back in the NFC
that's the running
West.
back.
I'm thinking
Palmer.
Raiders.
Palmer is what I'm thinking.
Joshua Palmer.
Yeah.
Oh, you got it, Joshua Palmer.
Nice.
So we got them both.
Yeah.
I'll take that successful. Joe Burrow and Joshua Palmer. Took a little bit longer than I wanted, but it was still pretty fun to do it. So we will make sure we do it every single
7 out of 10.
Hey, I'll take it. I mean, the first one we got, what was the first one? Like 4 out of 10?
Yeah, it's
4 out of 8. 4 out of 8.
We're golden.
Yeah, I'll take it. All right.
Yeah, I like it.
That was fun. Podcast was fun. That's a good way to end it. We're going to talk about more fantasy football coming up. We're going to have other new content, different stuff to talk about too. There's some cool things that we have on the horizon. But that's all I really got to say. My what's a check ain't nothing except for go Jaguars and go Lions and go Chargers.
Go Giants. My check is keep a lookout for our fantasy football information, and yeah, join us and come get your asses kicked.
Join the revolution.
Yeah, and me and Chandler will be doing a team combined, so we have more space for people. But just if you think you can beat both of us, both of our brains, sign up and we'll get you in there. But
we're doing autofill draft.
Yeah, and yeah, we're autofilling our team. Honestly, that would be kind of funny.
It would just autofill. Don't even worry about it. I'm gonna make a random team up and just make it autofill. Autofill gods. Ryan Fitzpatrick as my quarterback every week. I don't even care if it's a bye week or if he even is on a team. Quarterback every week.
Backup quarterback as our quarterback.
Other than that, my name is Chandler. He is
David.
And other than that, what's the check down with Chandler and David? Appreciate it. Episode 12. Appreciate all the love, the support.